Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Da, 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 da. Hello, hello, hello. Is everyone there? Can you hear me? Hey, Amaya's mum, Luna's mums, Tracy, Lottie, very gorgeous, Sue, everyone in chat. Rosie, darling, I hope you're okay, girl. Gail, hello. Hiya, Labradors. You get minus temps. Psycho Beach. Hey, Psycho. How you doing? Hiya, Teresa. Sharon, CA. Mickey Tinker. How you doing, girl? Himoko, Lily. Hello. Hello, Susan, Catherine, Chris Marie, everyone who's come in. How you doing? How you doing? Jackie, hey. Hey, hey. Waco, hey. Hi. Guys, you guys, do the beige people ever stop? It just never stops, does it? Hiya, Hog Mother. Mia's mum, Yvonne. How are we all? Rhonda, did you see about an hour or so ago? I posted a bit from. Hello, Angela from Las Vegas. Yes, it's full moon, Alison. Hello, Alison, by the way. Happy full moon, everyone. Thank you for reminding me. I've been doing full moon stuff today with the little group. You've decided to stay awake. Good for you. I'll probably send you to sleep. I hear Rex text. Maria from Sweden, how you doing? Julian, Paula's lurking. You're lurking. What are you up to? You lurk away, girl. And what's Paula up to? I'm doing better. I am playing with my O2 levels, but on the upside, I can hear with them. I know the heat's terrible. I'm sorry about that, Sue, man. That's a bit rough. I hope you're feeling all right, girl. AK. Did you see what I posted? Like the Maxine, Marie. Sorry, Maxine, Marie. Everybody keeps jumping. Iris, hello. So yeah, we've got the beige people are beiging. They are. I think the correct term is annoying. And they won't go away. So I thought we'd have some lighter reads tonight. We have got, of course, there's some scandal yesterday. Oh, the scandal. Dan Wootton reported that the Prince of Wales was upset that Macron winked at Catherine. I don't get that vibe. Do you think that? Do you guys think that? I don't think that. Do you think that? I don't think that. Hello, Angel, darling. Hello, Linda. Susan. Everybody's here. Carolina. No, I don't think that either. So there's that report. So we're going to have to look at that at some point. Of course, I haven't looked into Harry's reaction to his new spitting image puppet. And the spitting image puppet's even got less of a hairline than it used to have. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that, Psycho. I don't, Sharon. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, they're solid. And he knows. I mean, he knows Catherine's presence and her looks and how people just fall for her. You know, he knows because he's done it himself. Got sent home from work on Tuesday after bursting into unquotable trees. Oh, sorry, Paula, darling, man. I'm sending you love. That's bad, man. I hope you're okay. Hey, Vicky, darling. Mia's mum. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wendy, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. So there's that. We've got the spitting image puppet to talk about. Oh, and we have got the security as well, because there was a raid. How Radar knows, Radar Online. So Megsy's obviously leaked it to Radar Online or just pulling bits out of the stuff. So yeah. Please send us healing vibes. I find out if I start dialysis next week. or rectangle? I will do, darling. What I'll do is sometimes we put, yeah, there is no timeline for grief. Sarah is right. What we might do, I might put like a little healing post up later on tonight. And then anyone who wants it can, because we've got some like Reiki healers and all of that in the community. So you guys can all, you know, share some energy that way. Yeah, I get that, Paula. That's a lot. It's very stressful, man. Right. Okay. Shall we begin? Yeah, it is better out than in. Okay. Let's start with something light. Do you want me to have a look at Harry and his spitting image puppet? Because we can do that. Hello, Nicola, darling. Yeah, the spitting image puppet. There is a rumor. I've seen a rumor going around the houses, right, that Harry's going to sue spitting image because of the puppet. Now, I did watch the like skits, and yeah, there's some references there to, you know, the use of the old Colombian marching powder. So. I mean, he could, because he's very sensitive about that. But then again, would it go very far? Because he's admitted all of this in spare, you know? So, I mean, I don't know if he could do. I don't know if there is a thing, because he's actually publicly said it. So if you've actually publicly said that you would do something, and then somebody takes a mick out of you for doing it, then surely that's not, you know, it wasn't. It's really uncanny resemblance, really. Yeah, he's admitted all the usage. Okay, so let's have a look, see how Harry reacted to the spitting image puppet. Especially, I liked it. The one thing I must admit, the detail I liked the most, because they've even kind of got, do you know his little forehead bumps he's got, where his horns grow out of? They even seem to like get that in. And they also managed to kind of get like this whole kind of like hair going back vibe as well. Hello, Red Rum. I don't think they'll get to stop South Park, you know. If the South Park want to do it, South Park are going to do it, you know. At the end of the day, they ain't gonna stop South Park. Not with you guys' free expression and free speech laws over with you guys. The puppet is better looking, I know. It was just perfect. That puppet was perfect. Okay. The Queen Mother's spitting image puppet. She was always on the Duane and gin or whatever it is. She was always just like wrecked. So, you know, I mean, and yeah, and the corgis were always kind of rabid, you know. I mean, it was daft. Thank you, Red Rum. Yes, I was. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, even South Park, even Tom Cruise's alien thing, whatever he is. The old Genesis video. Yeah, basically they are, Iris. They're basically spitting image puppets were in the old Genesis video. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go. So let's have a look at Harry's reaction to the spitting image puppet. Okay, so we've got the Fool as a start. And we've got two things here. We've got a new start, and look, we're getting the Fool a lot for Harry. And usually it comes out in reverse. So we've actually got the Fool in the upright, which means he wants to navigate a new start. which is interesting when you're talking about a puppet, because it doesn't necessarily give me an insight to how he kind of feels, right? So I pulled another card just to double check. So he is wanting to make a new start. He is wanting to push past something. They are planning something new, and that keeps coming up again and again and again in the cards. But we have got the Page of Wands in reverse. He is frustrated. He is angry. He is reductive. He is annoyed by it. It's hit him somewhere that's made him regress into almost like, I know it's going to sound weird because it seems like he's in this kind of like childlike anger all the time anyway, but it's made him very kind of, do you know what I mean by Kevin the teenager? You know, he's very kind of like about the whole thing. So there's that. We've got the Five of Cups crossing over in reverse. And we've got the moon there above. The Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like he's beginning to regret, with the Five of Cups in reverse, regret some of the messy stuff he said in Spare. I would not be surprised if we get another autobiography in inverted commas from him where he addresses the fallout of Spare and how he'll throw what's the ghostwriter under the bus a bit and things were just put in there to pepper it up and things like that. So there is regret there with Spare. He mightn't say it straight away, but there's regret there. And I wonder if he's going to do like Spare 2, Ginger Boogaloo, and have this kind of whole thing. The moon above the situation. The moon above the situation would imply that he wants to keep something hidden. He wants to keep something illicit hidden. He wants to keep something potentially criminal hidden. And it would show to me, because the moon is above, that spitting images, parody of him, jokes about him hit a little bit too close to the bone. Okay. He feels very sorry for him. This is actually, I thought it would be a fun read, and it's actually going a little bit dark, guys. So the Five of Coins underneath, he wants to come back in. He's feeling like he's on the left. He's feeling like he's been left out somehow. He's feeling extremely sorry for himself. And there is a regret there. He wants to start something new. So the image and how he wants to position himself with his new start is juxtaposed to his own admittances of drug use and his own admittances of how he behaves. Oh, thank you, Happy Dan. Thank you. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse, leaving the situation. I think the regret might be he may well have spoken to a legal person. The Queen of Swords there is often, it can be like a female lawyer, a female legal person, as well as it being an air sign woman. So Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. He's in a right pickle, guys. There's something going on. Right, he can't take a joke. We get that. We've established that the guy has got no sense of humor. Whatever sense of humor he's had, it's been stripped from him since 2016. It could be Oprah Winfrey, sorry, actually. Why would she fit into this? He's either been told there's nothing legally he can do about it, or it's a sign person. We've got the 8 of Swords here. There's this level of entrapment here. So we're going to get in a situation he can't get out of. This could be his image. This could well be his image. We have got the Knight of Swords in reverse here. So with the Page of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse here, he's really pent up. He really wants to go on the attack. He really wants to kind of try and correct the record, but he's also feeling at the same time very sorry for himself. This is interesting. Because of his image, we have got the 8 of Cups surrounding him. And that 8 of Cups is somebody threatening or potentially saying, I will walk away. With the Sun in reverse, there's going to be an angle. When it comes to things like South Park and parodies of them, satire of them, satirical people who do things about them, they are going to say, well, why won't you think of our children? Our poor children are here and blah, blah, blah. They're going to try and use the Cabbage Patch dolls as a kind of leverage to get out of this. And because this is card with the walking away, I'm going to have to pull Megan's cards for this. The 5 of Wands in reverse there is he doesn't want. He either wants fighting because this is your hopes or your fears, or he doesn't want to get attacked anymore over things he said in his 2023 book, wasn't it? Spare. So he's not good. He feels like he's dug a hole for himself. And he has. He doesn't like it because it was over target. He doesn't like it because we've got the moon there. Oh, hi, Jan. How are you doing, girl? How can somebody who's supposedly stoned all the time feel so much anger? I don't know. It's just really, I think that angry. Like, I mean, if he wasn't stoned, he would probably be like worse. Can you imagine? Maybe they need to give him a stronger thing. Maybe they do. Let's have a look. Again. Okay, let's go. Let's have a look here. Oh, she is threatening him. 2 of Cups is in reverse. She is threatening to dump him. She is threatening Splitsville again. That's nothing uncommon. We get that a lot. It's part of their kind of like love bomb devaluation cycle. And she is on a devaluation cycle now. The Sun in reverse, crossing over, the Sun in reverse, that's a repeater card. So they're planning to use the Cabbage Patch dolls to try and get out of some kind of energy. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I am quite shocked at Harry's cards because it's not going straight to I'm blaming William. But for Megxie here, there's some stories going around about Harry wanting to be back in the royal fold, isn't there? Isn't there? And with that, with the 5 of Pentacles there in reverse, I think those stories are plants to make it look like Harry is bothered. And I think they come from Meghan. That is interesting. Just with that card. Because he feels really sorry for himself, but he's feeling on the outside. But Meghan wants it to look like we're bringing things back in. What's underneath it all, though? We have the King of Wands in reverse. There's some anger here, man. She's really frustrated, really angry. So you've had this whole thing. You've had Macron giving Catherine a wink and, you know, looking like, you know, he's a bit soft on her. Let's face it, that's what was. And Meghan wasn't happy about that from yesterday's reading. Today, we are looking at a fire sign man. Now, this could well be with the Five of Wands, the King of Wands in reverse. This could be Meghan's kind of like masculine side. Like she could just be that angry. It's went into this kind of like King of Wands energy, like this, like really kind of overly aggressive, destructive side. And it could be, oh, thank you, Luna's mum. Thanks, darling. But that King of Wands, it's a fire sign man, or it's her masculine side, and she is annoyed at him. She doesn't like having her name linked to the whole drug use stuff. Ooh. Oh, she really doesn't like the spitting image puppet. Oh, yay. This is like the worst thing to having Harry mocked and laughed at, because Harry is meant to be the link to Diana that makes her whole. Oh, and she's trying to do this wholesome. I'm so sophisticated, guys. I've got beige, rosé, undrinkable vinegar stuff that's drop shipped from God knows where, and her runny apricot jam, her runny scandal, and her what looks like rabbit food she's selling at the minute. So that tower moment, spitting image, even just with that like daft little episode on YouTube, really, really have peeved Meghan off. Ooh. They don't like that. And it's not because what they're saying about Harry, it's how it reflects onto her. Oh, dear. Okay, they're planning something new, right? We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse here. Now, that's either means Harry ain't going to be getting any for quite a while, or if at all. I don't even think they're together anymore. But well, not like that. But that Ace of Wands in reverse, there's a creative project. There's something new. There's something she wants to do. And there's this whole new project they're planning on doing, right? And you know they have the worst timing, the worst luck, because their energy is so negative, guys, that this Ace of Wands in reverse, it's just going to be like, thunk. It's going to fail. What's on her mind? She wants to be celebrated. She wants to be loved. She wants everyone to look up to her. So she is actually trying to protect her brand, and her brand is her image, right? Harry is now marking her image because he gets laughed at and stuff. The only way these two are going to try and get out of it is to try and say, oh, won't somebody think of the children when they unbox the Cabbage Patch dolls, and just say, oh, I can't believe, like, you know, and they'll be very protective about the whole kids thing. Yeah, she's 100% worried about her money, her bag. And she's got regrets. So when she told the ghostwriter to do the whole everything and you know, add all the extra bits, because Megsy basically wrote the book. We know that's kind of the thing. Maybe she's regretting putting that in now, because we've got the fact there's a lot of regret here. There's a lot of regret here. These don't think very far ahead, do they? But what she's worried about and what she wants, Ace of Pentacles upright, she is all about the money. She is peeved at spitting image, though. Peeved at them. So that's good. Yeah, she's worried about her image, and if this keeps going, right, if he can't turn around his image, that would be her kind of like grounds for like getting rid of him. And then she'd start with this whole thing. Oh, thank you, Susan. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Can we get some trifles and love for Susan in the chat, please? I can't believe it. Thank you so much. That's really lovely of you. Thank you. Happy birthday. Have a good birthday in this July. Thank you, darling. Oh. Thank you. You'll have to email me. Let me know when your birthday is. Thanks, guys. So, let me have a drink of my juice. Let's have a. You gave up smoking 47 years ago. Is it actually your birthday today, Susan? Many happy returns if it is. Happy birthday, girl. I would sing to you, but I get wrong. Well, and Merlin's just sitting by the door here, and like his ears go down. I'll video it for you one day and show you what happens when I sing to the cat. He looks stunned, guys. He looks absolutely stunned. Oh, bless you, Sari. I have an addictive nature. I'm not giving up ciggies on my husband. Bless you, man. Rosie, that's brilliant news. I'm so pleased for your sister, man. That's really cool. I hope she's on the mend and she's feeling better. So, shall we look into the security? There was a puff piece in Radar Online, and it said that Harry is at the worst security he's ever been, la, 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 la. And of course, it's kind of like all of the British government's and the royal family's fault because they haven't got the security knowledge, but they all know all about all of these threats. So, two things. How can you know all of the threats that are coming your way, but also are complaining that you haven't got the same contacts in security because you don't know all the threats? It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. None of it does. So, Meghan and the Radar Online thing. It's a bit of a weird full moon, isn't it? I mean, it's peaceful and stuff, but it's just like weird vibes, isn't it? He just wants to know information on Prince William and the Royals. Yeah, you got that. If they'd be quiet, they wouldn't need security. Yeah. And the thing is, right, they haven't got security, and they haven't got security or taxpayers funded security or any kind of claim on the whole UN security team, which is the International Protected Persons team, which would have been triggered if Harry had won that court case. They would have had to have reviewed it and technically gave him it because the government's saying he is this type of person and all of that kind of stuff. So they haven't got free security. So I guess security costs a lot for Harry and Meghan. And, you know, We shall look. Sounds like, yeah, I picked that up a while ago, you know, Vicky, that they're going to do a security, like they're going to do something. And I feel like this article's kind of foreshadowing it, you know. I really do. July the 24th coming up, girl. Megan. Oh, it's about the money. It's not only about the money, it's also about the status, guys. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. And you know, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is what I like to say, all fur coat and no knickers. And this is Megsy trying to be Catherine. Catherine's got the security detail. Catherine's got the status. Catherine's got the public opinion, the public lover. Catherine's got all the designer houses running after her to give her, like, to dress her. Not that, I don't think even Catherine's bothered by that, to be fair, but she has. So in Megsy's mind, and she's even got a leader, President Macron, like blowing kissy faces at her, you know, and winking and stuff. So, this security article is to try and make her relevant, to try and get the security back, basically. So I feel like there's an element, it's come from that kind of energy. Let's have a look, see what's crossing over. The Nine of Swords is in reverse. Oh. And the Tower above. And Temperance in reverse underneath. So we do have a Sagittarius here. I feel, when was Macron's visit? When was the article published? Was this to take attention away from Macron's visit? Was this meant to hit the papers more? Was this meant to kind of get steam onto the Sussexes? There we have the Tower again from Meg. She's going through some stuff at the minute. That business is going down, man. Yeah, she wanted to cause some serious mischief and create this kind of storm around her and Harry. She was trying to deflect from this whole French state visit. There's going to be, they are going to put some rumors out, guys. Yeah, there's the Six of Wands again on her mind. And there's the Four of Cups surrounding. She's not in a good place. That Two of Cups. She's either very unable to look into the mirror and see what's going on. And with the Nine of Swords crossing over, she's basically going to try and say something like, the security and the stress made us so stressful that we've nearly split up, and we've had to state it was a real fight, you know, because of all of these threats. But there's something else going on, and very soon, very soon. Watch out for a Tower moment, guys. Sometime this week, potentially. It could already have happened. It might be reported on tomorrow. I don't know. But that Tower that Tower is coming through for her tonight. Yes. There's the Ace of Wands again. She's got some problems. Oh, she's going to gaslight the crap out of us all. Well, she's going to think she's going to gaslight the crap out of us all, but I don't think it's going to land. It never does land. It never does. That Six of Wands in reverse and that Four of Cups surrounding. She's not going to accept some things that about herself. She's not giving up. She wants that Six of Wands in reverse. She doesn't like the two things about the security article. You've got the Nine of Pentacles starting off. You've got the Six of Wands starting off. Both are in reverse. And this is, both cards can be read into that somebody believes their own hype more than everybody else sees the hype. And she really does. And she thinks that she should have this security. she really thinks it's a real problem for them. With the Nine of Swords crossing over, we maybe even get some kind of like issues around mental health that they come out with. Say it's been so stressful, it's been terrible, oh my goodness, we haven't been able to sleep at night because we've only got 12 bodyguards and we needed 14, and all of that kind of stuff. We've only got 52 cameras around Olive Garden Mansion, not 56. So that's the kind of like that we're going to get whinged at, right? And there's a tower moment. I am so, honestly, there's something coming. She tried to get Dolly Parton on her podcast. Dolly Parton's not going to go on that. I think she tried that because Dolly Parton's younger sister is a big fan of Meghan for some reason, probably a WME related reason. But yeah, but Dolly, come on, man. Dolly's not going to do that. Dolly's yeah. Dolly's a Tennessean. She's not going to. Anyway, let's have a look at Harry and all of this. She's going to gaslight the hell out of us. There's going to be a big lie. There is a tower moment coming, though. Ooh. Another explosive. I wonder if, do you know the weird guy, Holt? I wonder if he's going to say something. Because apparently he's been gossiping to Neil Sean, you know, or Neil Scene, or I can't remember. To Neil. To Neil, who complains about things in London. price of food in London. You know that, Neil. So apparently... James Holt, I think that's his name, complained to Neil Sean about working for Harry and Meghan. Okay, let's have a look at Harry and security. So Meg's all about status and money, and she also wants security because Catherine's got it, so she wants it plus money. 4 of coins in reverse. I think Megsy's doing a little bit of gaslighting on Harry here. He is losing control when it comes to things like the security situation. I've got 2 cards, so I'm going to take them both out. Okay. We have got the 10 of coins in reverse. If they were getting any money from any funding, any big families or anything like that in the United States, anyone, they're not getting it anymore. They are on the outside. The Magician in reverse as well. They just can't get things together. Everything is like just falling away through their hands for some reason. Because that's what they're like, basically, guys. But there's something going on with them. I think it's about to get spicy again. Yeah, there is something very badly going wrong with them. So, and we go back to regret. We go back to crying over spilt milk, but he's the one who spilt the milk and threw it everywhere. Thank you, Sue, darling. So the world in reverse. There's big endings and big changes are coming. Okay. Something is going to come out with regards to security, how security is being paid for, and one of the Markle's charities. I don't know if it's already come out. And that's why I'm just kind of like, oh my God, because they've taken something that isn't necessarily theirs or earned, and they're gonna, okay. He's worried about losing control. He is spiraling. You've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So he is spiraling and losing control of not only his worldly assets, but his perceived control over how they run as well. And then you've got Mr. Over Control, Mr. Domination. And then you've got the devil there. He's really going to try and put his foot down. He is really going to come in and try something. 10 of Cups in reverse. And the 2 of Cups. Very unhappy. Very unhappy. I think they've dipped into, allegedly, because they've dipped into either in Grifters or the Arswell stuff and paid the security somehow that way. It would be very interesting to me if somebody could like look into that. I think that would be a good avenue. I mean, I'm not a researcher. I'm a fat lass with some tarot cards. Let's face it, guys. But I think that would be a very good thing to look into if anyone's got a spare few hours. But there's something there. There's something with Charity's money and security. And he's over control and he wants to try and over control things. Now, the devil is a disruptor. And an overly controlling disruptor. So this could be them trying to set up a stunt. We've got above Megsy, we have the Tower. Above Harry, we have the World in reverse. So there's something big coming. Now, this could be the beige flag event. You know, another beige flag, a bit how the New York catastrophic car chase was a beige flag event. But I think they're going to do something. Now, I did do a reading ages ago where I said they're going to do like a false flag. And then after the false flag, something real is going to happen. So there's going to be like 2 things. But there is already foreshadowing there. We have got here Justice in reverse. He is really considering more legal action against the government. And it's been to the Court of Appeal. It's been to like the highest court in the land. But he's still thinking of going after something. It's unreal, guys. Always with the devil. Always. The High Priestess is in reverse. There are going to be some secrets come out about how they've been dealing with security. Now, I thought with this reading, we would just get some tea about what's going to happen and is there an actual threat? But what we're getting is something a bit different. We're getting there's some details to come about how they've funded security in the past and how things have paid for. There is also some details here with the High Priestess in reverse where something's going to be forced out that they're not going to want. And I think like a lot of people think, do you know when you get a feeling about something, you go, well, I don't think that's right. And like people just say, nah, don't read it like that. But everyone kind of goes on with the same narrative. It's going to be like one of those moments and everyone's going to be like, yeah, okay, I see it now. I see it now. That High Priestess, man. They're not going to like it. They ain't going to like it. Oh, well. Don't get too upset. What's happening with Kay Lee? Is she okay? What's congratulations? You've had a hazelnut latte? Oh, I forget. It's kind of the middle of the night for you, isn't it, Luna's mum? So, like, you know, you can have a hazelnut latte because you'll probably not go back to sleep. Mind you, coffee sends me to sleep. I know, I'm weird. We're weird here. We're okay with that. We can live like that. We're fine with being weird. Hazelnut latte. I'm sitting here drinking my Lucasade. Oh, you know. So bougie. Yeah, the taxpayer doesn't. Yeah, I don't think they are raised lunacies. Do you want me to have a look at William? What else was I going to do? We've done. This is when I do a list, right? So we have done Is there a time frame he has to file an appeal? I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. Or you could take it on a completely new angle, Casey, and try to like go at a different way. We're going into Barrow and the royal family are quieter, but they always try to capitalize some old story every summer. Yes, exactly, Happy. Look at their patterns, man. It's the same thing over and over again. They're gonna try and do something. It's August. It's coming up August, and it's Balmoral season. You never know. We might get William in a kilt. Yeah. Look, I'm so happy he grew a beard, and I wanted him to have a beard for ages, right? And all my old crew, kind of like channel members and channel subs and everyone will know that I was like, I mentioned a few times like, oh, I really want William to get a beard, and I got some people saying yes and quite a lot of people dragging me for it. And now he's got a beard, let's like get him in a kilt. So that's the next thing. Petition for William in a kilt, please. Thank you very much. He's going to forced to break the law and use Archwell's money security because of the dark web. And yeah, basically, Casey, something like that. That's a good prediction. That's a good way of linking up those cards. Yeah. Is there a time to look at let me look at William. I'll see where this goes. I don't want to be too long tonight with it being full moon. My energy's all over the shop. So we'll see. I can look at Blake Lively and stuff as well, but no, you're being naughty. You're waiting for the wind to blow up his kilt. Elaine, that's exactly what I'm doing. Hiya, Mitzi. So was William really pressed by Macron? Was he bothered? Was he bothered though? Let's have a look. Five of Swords is in reverse. The details. Let me turn this up a little bit. These are dark. The details, right? Five of Swords. You know that's my details cards. He didn't even notice at the time. He didn't even notice. Hiya, ML. So William completely missed that bit. The Three of Swords. Thank you, Sue. Right. Thank you, darling. The Three of Swords crossing over. There's some hurt there. Okay. And the Four of Swords there. And the Moon in reverse. The Four of Swords and the Moon in reverse. He didn't notice at the time. I don't think he's bothered about it. I think there's something else going on though. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not saying that. I think he's worried about Catherine. I wonder if it's the rumors that started again the other week, because we've noticed it, and you know for a fact that the royals do, well, the people who look after the royals will keep tabs on trends on social media. Maybe not exactly what everyone's saying, but they will look at trends and how things are perceived and stuff like that. But the Four of Swords in reverse. He's very protective of her. I think he wants to take a time out for her. I think he wants to give her a break. I think things have been a little bit difficult lately. But he was hopeful. Like this is the thing. When you read, like, I don't, right, okay, so first off, I don't think William even noticed at the time. I don't think he's bothered. But I think, look, these cards, yeah, he's all right. Let me just pull the rest of the cards before Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. Look at the difference in the cards. There was something going on just before or around the banquet and the state visit. We know that Catherine had to, or there was some drama around Ascot about Catherine not being there. And whether it was a glitch on the thing, or maybe she had a migraine, or what, it's not really the thing. But the press are like, ooh, as soon as there's something slightly off with Catherine, they're all over her. William here with the Fool. And this is the thing about the Fool. You're starting in a new place of hope, and you're starting with, actually, things are not too bad. And all of a sudden, you jump off that cliff, and you get a bit of dirt on your knee, and you go, oh, bugger. And I feel like there's something happened here, and there's a hurt over. And I think there's a level of hurt that I think there's something around Catherine's non-appearance at Ascot. And I think there's some energy here that it was just like, William's got other things in his mind, guys. He doesn't give a shit about Macron. The 10 of discs here is a rich, wealthy, protected, fun, down to earth, grounded. It often seen in a castle with the 10 of discs in the traditional cards. This is the royal family. William is all about his family and the whole family. And when I mean the whole family, I don't mean the beige ones. I mean the royals, the actual, and I don't mean Uncle Andrew either. I mean the family he's close to. So that would be the Middletons. That will be his dad and Camilla. And it would also be, Zara and Peter and like his friends, the Duke of Westminster and all that stuff. So he's very family oriented. He's got this network that he's bothered. What we've got here for William, we have got the Page of Cups and we have got the Ace of Cups. This is what's on his mind, and this is what's surrounding him. I always say to you guys, the Page of Cups is the Wales family for when I'm doing the reading, and especially around the kids. And the Ace of Cups is divine love and spirit. William is not bothered by Macron. William is that is just nothing. It's just like, it's just like a kind of like a giggle and a move on. He's not going to invade France when he becomes king to look for Macron, which was kind of the vibe that some commentators were given. But that Ace of Cups there, he's very fine. With those cards, I think there's something kind of went on, and I think it's like some stress from something that's went on because the hurt. Maybe they got into a comfortable place, and maybe they didn't. With Fool there, I can surmise that maybe they've got into a comfortable place and didn't realize this all was going to land on them, and have the press start on them like that again. Well, some elements of them. But it is all, they are very family orientated, very love orientated. They are very empathetic. They are a nice family. They are good. They are good. What's interesting though, as well with this reading, there's a concern here. William's hopes or worries, and the Emperor is the upright. So his relationship with his father is fine. I just want to say, because the Emperor is in the upright. Now, the Emperor, for me, when you're looking at William, his father is the Emperor. The Emperor is the daddy in the zodiac. I mean, it could be somebody who's a fire sign, an Aries, but we're talking about, William. So I'm going to say, we're talking about family stuff. I'm going to say that this is the king. So he's either concerned about the king, or there's some good relationships there. Well, either or, he's got a good relationship. He's got a good relationship, but the king is on his mind for some reason. So that is quite interesting. It could be because of all of they're very family oriented. He's very family orientated, and it could be because of all of the stuff that goes along with a state visit and all of the prep and all of the other duties that the king's got, as well as that. So maybe William's just looking after him. And here we have it. One of the cards that I use to represent Catherine. It's the nine of. Oh, it's not. I thought it was the nine of Pentacles. It's not. It's the Nine of Cups. I'll scratch that. We've got the Nine of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups is a joyous time, a party time, have been invited, and I have got the whole shebang, and I feel very, very lucky. Look at me. I am the cat who's got the cream. I am emotionally fulfilled. He is, you guys. Yeah, I think they're going to have some issues with the press and rumors. I don't think it's going to be as bad, because I feel like he is going to protect them, and the royals are going to protect. And I feel the Fool there was them getting comfortable, thinking, oh, everything's kind of like back to normal. No one's going to go through that whole conspiracy thing again. And then that little bump there, and I think it's really startled them. When it comes to Macron, I don't even think he noticed. Like at the time, I don't think he cared. Oh, yes, Stephanie, darling. Could be annoyed at par. What's the king done now? I honestly, I just look at the Meghan Markle. I look at the Meghan Markle stuff. I look at the royal family, kind of like what's happening with them. I don't read. I know it sounds weird, but at the minute, I just don't read the news. I just don't. I don't know what it is. It's just like I'm really emotional about things. So what, like, you know, like if something bad happens, I like get upset by it. I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah. The thing, right, okay, if you're going to go and talk about like the intelligence community and stuff, I'm guessing if the intelligence community, whether they were like an American, like the CIA or whoever it is over there, or it's like in Britain, it's like MI5, MI6, or whatever it is, then if it was the intelligence services knew, then of course they're going to let Harry and Meghan know. They're going to find a way to let them know. I think it might be atmospheric, yeah. I think there's been a lot of stuff with sun space weather or something. King said something with along the lines of France and Britain should have no borders. I don't know what he meant by that, though. Does he mean like as in like the EU? Like, because like when you go to like mainland Europe, you can just kind of like once you're in there, you're in there. You know, there's not many. There are a few places where you've got to show your passport and things like that. It would be the FBI, would it? Okay. There are some places where you would have to show stuff, but it's not like. So I'm wondering if you meant it like that. I don't know. There's so many ways you can take it. I mean, it's a bit odd because we have got a border. We've got a big moat. We've got the North Sea and the Irish Sea and the English Channel. Yeah, I suppose there are no borders in mainland Europe today. In a way, well, when you hit Ukraine, yeah, that's exactly right, Billy. He just wants the intelligence info. What was I reading on? Yeah. It was a term of speaking. Don't forget we have the Channel Tunnel. We do actually. I've never been in there. William. What was I going to put for William? What was the question? I am so scatty today. This is the moon. This is the moon and whatever space storm's happening. I'm completely blaming that. I'm a professional YouTuber, guys. Oh my God. Oh, my brain. Anyway, I think I'm fine. Thing is, who wrote the Queen's speech was the government as a state bank. Yeah, yeah, it is Iona. It's exactly that. It would have been Starmer's. Yeah. Yeah. It was about, yeah. I'm sure I was going to read something else, but I've forgotten what I was going to do now. Yeah, he's not bothered by Macron. He's absolutely not bothered by Macron. The boats will stop now. Really, Mickey? Is that what's happening? Is that what is happening? Hey, CB, darling. No way. See, I haven't been like, I'm like off X. I'm off, like, I try not to go on too often. And I'm just like, you know, just post something, maybe look, have a little bit, but no. Really? Really? Do you want me to have a look in really quickly? Do you want me to have a look if Starmer's trying to take us back into Europe? I mean, if you're pro-Euro EU, that'll be great if he is. If he's not pro-EU and he's not, that won't be good. And so I'm just going to read the cards. Do you want me to do that? But no fighting about Brexit in the comments. Right. Let's Starmer. No fighting about Brexit in the comments. Because when you think about it, like, France is out of the EU. It's got the second largest GDP, and Germany's Germany's really like the money machine in the EU. And there's and Britain, I think, was second before it left. So there's that. So this, and then people bang on about fish and stuff. But I will only fight over Brexit. Yeah. Yeah, please. What's Starmer doing with the EU? And will he be successful at it? Okay, ready? Starmer. Six of Swords. In reverse. He is trying to take you back. He is trying to take back to the European Union. Nine of Cups. Okay. Right. I've got to think like a politician for a minute. he has seen this as a way to unburden himself of the whole thing that he sees. This is not me saying it. I'm just saying how he sees it, right? He's seen it as a way of unburdening what has happened politically and the links with the EU in his perspective. He thinks with the Lovers in Reverse that twofold. He thinks that our future doesn't belong in, and I'm not saying this, I'm not being anti-American. Starmer's saying this. Trump. He wants to split away more from America, and he wants to go more towards Europe with the Lovers in Reverse. That's tonight. He thinks that's where the money is. He thinks they will get more money and more stuff if they go through to Europe. The Nine of Cups, though, in reverse means that he is gonna get a bit of a smack around this. There's something that's not going to come in, like maybe it's not going to be as welcome as he thinks he's going to be because of all of the stuff, but that he wants the Lovers in Reverse as well. He wants to try and heal and reunify, you know? Oh, something's coming with the economy, guys, for the Brits. There's loss of control. He's going to lose control about something. I mean, it's summer, so that could be public order. I mean, last summer we had riots, so I wouldn't be surprised if something kicked off. But there's also something financial going to come really is coming down the line. The Three of Cups there, though, he's trying to schmooze and smarm his way around something, and it's not landing. Queen of Wands in reverse. Why is Angela Rayner showing up here? She's a fire sign woman. I know Rachel Reeves she's like an Aquarius or something. I know, I'm just like so embarrassing, man. And I can forget the others. Some of the others are like cups, but I remember Angela Rayner because she's a wands and she's a deputy prime minister. What's she appearing for? Page of Swords is in reverse. Get ready for some serious propaganda, guys. Do you think I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. There's going to be some stuff about rejoining the EU. If you are a Leave person, that's not good. If you are a... what was the other one? Remain? Then that's probably better news for you. That just being said, but this is what's happening. He is trying to do this. There's propaganda a real goose. Yeah. There is going to be some push, I feel, towards it. You're going to see a lot more. A lot more stuff. Yeah, he's completely rejoining. I'm just pulling Angela Rayner's cards. Oh, Angela Rayner is trying to put him into a corner. She wants to rejoin. There's a Lovers in reverse, and it's a separation as well from America. there's going to be a massive betrayal. There is stuff going to be coming down the line with the Labour Party. Now, I know I said he'd be gone within a year. We're just over the year. He hasn't had the chair. I don't know how Starmer survived it, to be honest with you. It's just, he just doesn't react. He doesn't do anything, you know. But I feel like, yeah. Yeah, they're going to try and bring it back in. Yeah, that basically, Mickey. I don't even think. I don't really think many people like in Westminster wanted to leave. To be honest with you, you know, so. You're right, Sue. Yeah, he's gonna basically do that. Probably get a load of stuff about Russia poisoning populations' minds again as well. But that's a whole reading for another day. A whole big reading for another day. Makes you wonder what's the point of voting. Yeah. King Charles has a crush on Angela Rayner, according to a YouTuber I sometimes watch. Oh my goodness me, no. Oh. Have you seen Intel Lady? I know I bang on about her. She's a YouTuber and she does really, really cool Angela Rayner skits. And yeah, you should watch her. She's really funny. Some people, like I've heard people say to me, they voted for Brexit just to stick one to David Cameron. You know what I mean? And like all of that kind of stuff, because he was really unpopular. Hey, good night, Yorkshire Girl. And on that note, now I've depressed everyone because we've talked about Starmer. He's such a vibe killer, you know what I mean? He's such a buzz killer. Now we've talked about Starmer. I'm gonna go. You know, great news if you voted Remain. Bad news if you voted for Leave. Sorry, guys. That's just what I'm seeing. So yeah. Anyway, guys, look, thank you very much for all the super chats. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful, whatever you're up to, wonderful rest of the day, wonderful Friday. I will be live over the weekend, I promise. And there might even be a recorded reading up tomorrow night as well. So thank you so much, guys. Lots of love, everyone. And I'll speak to you all really soon. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.